issue is art about what and why. Now, the modern art world here in America has celebrated abstract expressionists. We have the color of Robert Motherwell. We have the gray canvases of Mark Rothko. The problem is what do they mean? They are a pure expression of feeling. And I pose to you the question, at what point when a grown adult is so self-involved that all they can do is express their feelings, at what point does that become juvenile narcissism? At what point do we need to step beyond how we internalize our feelings and think about other people? Here we are in the scientific revolution. We're facing some of the greatest issues that mankind has ever faced. And artists are sitting around doing little designs. Science is what's driving our culture today. The scientific revolution is here and it's now. Compare that to the agricultural revolution. It took, they tell us, about 3,500 years for us to go from hunter-gatherers into city dwellers and farmers. But the scientific revolution, it's been here 50 years and our lives have already changed. We have the Hubble telescope telling us there are billions of galaxies and the space station's looking down on us right now. And it's time for artists to be part of that, to express the artistic vision of what life is like given our scientific knowledge. Who are we? Where are we? And that's just one galaxy. There are billions. So why aren't artists helping people to imagine their size, to visualize the vast concept of the cosmos? Give art substance. Give it context. I believe that scientists and artists are both visionaries, and that's where they meet. And it's not science in the sense of collecting data, it's science in the sense of synthesizing ideas and helping people to have images of who we are and where we're going, what our purpose is. Not all questions have a scientific answer. For example, who am I? What's my purpose? There is no scientific answer. That's why we need philosophy and we need spirituality and religions that recognize that we all have a global and a cosmic interest in uniting and being together. And that's where artists need to be. Science gives us a fundamental basis for those beliefs. And artists need to help us envision them with humanistic ethics. When I was done with my experience in the law, I grew back into painting. I went back and got another degree in painting. And I trained for a semester at the Boston Museum of Fine Arts back in Boston. And I'm grateful for that experience as well. So I have taken the time to think about what I wanted to do and to put it on canvas. And I have a secret. And my secret is that I ask myself, if I had it all, if I had everything, if I was a beautiful young woman and I had all the clothes and cars, if I had everything I ever dreamed of, if I could do math like Einstein and model clothes like Heidi Klum, what would I do? If I had everything, what would I do? And my response is I would paint the nexus between art, science, and religion or spirituality. And so here I am. There's a time in life when you reach out to what some people call a greater power. But you get to the point where you realize that you really can't control life. You can only bring your best to it. And you have to reach down inside you and let your light shine. Who am I? Where am I? What is my purpose? And those are questions that every human being worth their salt has faced and asked. And I think that's what the artist brings to the scientific community. Art isn't just photorealism. Art is the substance of who we are. It should reflect that substance. Most religions tell us that there is life after death. Christianity tells us that we rise up. Well, now we know that in fact we will all be compressed into a black hole and probably blown out into stardust. Now, is that the actual resurrection? Is that really scientifically the resurrection that's staring us right in the face that we don't want to look at because it's too overwhelming for us? Well, perhaps if we put that into images that our minds can somehow wrap our head around, if you will, maybe it'll make it a little more real to us. Maybe we'll be able to put life in better perspective, to accept death with more grace, if we understand how big the cosmos is and perhaps a little more about what our purpose is. I want to inspire the viewer, inspire them to think about these issues, and most importantly, I would love to inspire upcoming artists. I hope that upcoming artists have the courage to learn a little about science. Stop being scientifically illiterate. Take a chance. Take that science course, pass, fail if you have to, but take it. Learn about astronomy. Understand what's going on the Earth environmentally, and express that through your art. Give your art substance. I don't desire to make my art about me. My desire is to give to the viewer and to the young artists the inspiration to find their new purpose in life during what is clearly the scientific revolution, the golden age of astronomy, 1,000 new questions that we never knew even existed before. Let's start the journey.